Welcome back to the show. Our next guest is Mike Intrieri, co-owner of North Beach Mini Golf and Bike Rentals. Mike, welcome to the show.
Thanks, Mike. Pumped to be here, man.
So glad that you're here with us. Listen, I know you're a busy man. Before we get into the nuts and bolts of North Beach Mini Golf and what you're doing, tell us a little bit about yourself, Mike.
Well, I'm a Atlantic City resident, first and foremost, entrepreneur, owner of North Beach Mini Golf and Bike Rentals, and real estate developer, co-owner of MPMB Developers. We have a couple properties, operate solely in Atlantic City, and I'm just doing my thing.
So tell me real quick your love for Atlantic City, because we're friends and we've talked to each other quite a bit through the years. Let the folks know what you saw in Atlantic City.
I mean, Atlantic City to me is the American dream, so I like to speak. I mean, it's just so much opportunity. It's kind of the perfect balance between shore town, city, a small urban city, and almost a little bit of suburban vibe too, at least kind of in my neighborhood. So I was just super attracted to that, basically best of every single world. And then just the deep, rich history of Atlantic City and just so much to do, you know, between restaurants, nightlife, you know, outdoor activities, biking, and just hitting the beach. I mean, it's really such a great place to live. And then, by the way, very affordable. So, you know, to me, it was my dream. You know, I started investing about 5-6 years ago, small time, started doing a little bit more and more, and then Atlantic City kind of became my happy place. You know, anytime I was going down to work on a property or do some renovations, that was my happy place to come down here. You know, I spent so much time here as, you know, hey, it's time to move, time to go all in.
So, and let's touch on that a little bit, and then we're going to move along to this past year. Talk to us a little bit about North Beach Mini Golf and that project at 120 Euclid Avenue and the bike rentals and whatnot, how it came to be.
So, yeah, I mean, my brother, who's my partner, we were just really inspired. I know you had Connor Price from Tower Investments here. You know, between him, Bart Bladstein, a couple other investors, Evan Sanchez, they were all doing these projects that were just one step above flipping a house, and it was very inspiring to me. I said, I want to do one of these projects. You know, what can we do, you know, as a smaller outfit that you know, that we can really make it work. And so my brother and I and one of my good friends were playing mini golf in Atlantic City, and then we're just looking at the people playing and, like, you know, looking at the numbers. I'm always doing numbers, you know, business type things when I go to places. And, you know, we just had so much fun. We were playing $1 a hole. We had so much fun. And then, you know, a couple weeks later, I carved out a business plan. And then I called my brother and I said, Nick, I want to do this. You know, let's do this. What's stopping us? Let's give it a shot. So, you know, we found the land, we did the design, we raised the money, we got the approvals, we did the construction, we built the place. Then it kind of brought us to this year, May of this year, 2022. We opened it, and that's whenever things got real.
Listen, before you go there, I want to thank you for letting me host that too. So it was pretty cool.
Yeah,
but go ahead.
The grand opening was a blast.
Yeah.
I mean, we had you know, DJ there, we had jugglers, we had all sorts of, you know, councilmen coming out. But really, that was the turning point. You know, and it's kind of ironic. I thought that, hey, we did all this work to develop it and create this business. You know, once we opened it and hired staff and a manager, you know, I thought we'd be kicking our feet up, watching the money roll in. That was definitely not the full story. I mean, it was a lot of boots on the ground, you know, rolling up the sleeves work to get the business to where it is here now that we're at the end of the summer today. I mean, a lot of adjustments we had to make and just a lot of tweaks and understanding how that business really worked. But it was exciting, especially in Atlantic City in that area, because, I mean, we were just kind of the first business to pop up in the inlet in, I don't even know, decades. I know they used to have, you know, the big seafood restaurant there and Hackney's and Captain Stern's and back in the day. But, you know, since then, you know, new boardwalk came in. It was such a beautiful area, but nobody was really taking that step. You know, we took a leap of faith. We did the project and then, you know, learned a lot about running the actual business.
And that's what we're going to touch on, Mike, a little bit. Besides running the business, but also some of the things that you got, because like you said, it's not just the build. Now you got to have, it's your mini golf, but you have to have events at mini golf. You have to have different ideas in the creative part. So 2-part question, tell us about that.
Yeah, I mean, that's one thing, you know, as Connor was alluding to, you know, at a much larger scale, you know, he's more the New York Yankees. We're you know, grade school T-ball here at the mini golf. But at the same time, the principles are the same. I mean, we found a little bit of a niche doing events. People in Atlantic City, they're there to have a good time. So we started doing corporate happy hours, BYOB. We started doing, we had an art and golf event with the Arts Foundation. We had an AC Pride event. And then we kind of rolled something out on the website where you could book a birthday party, you could book a bachelor party, bachelorette. You know, we started getting a little bit of momentum, and we had, you know, big end of the season tournament, you know, cash tournament. And then finally, to cap it off, we are doing a haunted golf. So I was always a big Halloween fan, and getting into the business thing, I was out so many haunted houses the past 5 years, and I would be counting how many people came through the door. Like, wow, there's got to be 1,000 people here tonight to go walk through this haunted house. I'm one of them. These guys are only open on the weekends in October. With this type of investment, how do they make that work? And I was always fascinated by that. So there's one thing I always had in the back of my head. We're going to do haunted golf at the golf course. We're going to, you know, we're going to go all out. And the cool thing about it is, I think every single year we're going to build it better and better. You know, this year, with the budget we're on, you know, we're doing a lot of DIY stuff, a lot of YouTube videos. Cool stuff though. You know, some animatronics, going to stores, putting cool things together. You know, mom and pop style. I had my mom helping me paint a skeleton with, you know, with red spray paint. But so far the reaction's been positive. We had Absecon schools there. They loved it. Some of the kids got a little spooked, but it's family friendly. You know, they enjoyed it. It's not anything out of a horror show. So a lot of positive energy with that, and just something to build on. A lot of fun.
And to your point, folks, as you watch this interview, get on out there. It'll be up prior to the end of the October season and the spooktacular season. Listen, it's an awesome space out there. It's beautiful. We only have about 2 minutes left, Mike. You are located in one of the most beautiful places. I'm not a world traveler, but when you're in the Atlantic City Inlet, like no other, that boardwalk that was completed, I want to say 2017, 18, it's amazing. Tell us the reception of that, you know, how that's been part of the draw into North Beach Mini Golf. And then close us out with the interview, please.
I mean, that's something that really springboarded the project. I mean, if somebody really asks you why you do it, yeah, you know, there's a backstory, but all you really have to do is go out there and just take a look at the inlet. I mean, seriously, one of the most beautiful places I can find around here. You know, that when the sun rises and everything comes up just over the water, it's beautiful. And so, you know, that's why we do a lot of bike rentals. So we got the flagship nearby, a lot of families from Brigantine coming over. You know, why pack your bike in the car? Come rent a bike, you know, take it on the boardwalk and see it for yourself. So,
love it. So listen, folks, those of you out there from the west end of the county to Philadelphia, all over the area, to North Beach Mini Golf, 120 Euclid Avenue. Come say hi to Mike, his brother Nick, Caroline, the whole crew. You're going to love it out there. So, Mike, I really appreciate you coming to the show. Man. We'll be having you back again as this goes on.
I hope so.
Folks, we'll be right back.